Hey everybody, this is Coaster Crazy 10. Welcome back to another Pickups and Packages video. Before I get into anything, I just want to apologize. I just got off of kind of a cold and a really bad allergy weekend. So if I sound a little like off or sick, it's because I was sick and I'm just coming off of it. So hopefully it's not too distracting. I am feeling a lot better. So, I wanted to get this video shot for you guys. It's been a couple days since I've done one of these, and I have picked up quite a few things, and I have some nice packages to show you guys, which I'm really excited about. So I want to go ahead and get into this. I went home this weekend. It was my birthday, and so I went to a couple places, and I found some things. I went to the thrift stores, and there was literally nothing there that was even worth buying. I mean, there was a couple of games that I already had that would have been nice to get for the prices they wanted, but there was no way that I was going to pick them up for any kind of trade fodder or any kind of resell factor. It wasn't there. It wouldn't have been worth it, and I didn't want to waste my money. So most of the stuff that I picked up is actually from Gamestop, and as much as I'm not a fan of Gamestop, I have to say that GameStop is a really good place to get good deals on games right now, especially for PSP and Wii. And to a lesser extent, PS2 and DS, but PSP games are dropping so quickly in value, and if you want to get some games for your PSP, now is the time to do it. Seriously, and same for the Wii. I mean, everything is going down in price because the Wii U has hyped up. So definitely get out to your GameStops and start bumping up those collections, because they're going to be gone before you know it. You guys know how GameStop goes. So beyond the GameStop, I also went to the arcade near my house, and I picked up a couple things. One thing I'm really happy with, one thing I kind of got a little burned on. Nothing terrible, but I bought something when I really should have waited, but it's alright. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the arcade stuff first, then GameStop, and then I have two packages to show you guys. One's from Amazon, and one's from a guy that I met on Reddit who's really cool. So let's go ahead and get into the pickups. I'm going to show you guys the game that I got burned on first. This is a game that I want to play. But I spent a little bit too much money on this. This is the limited edition game, but it's not in limited edition packaging, and I can get the limited edition complete, almost brand new, for like $20 to $25, and I paid $15 for the game loose, so it might not have been worth it. But it's Khemia, Alchemists of Al-Revis. I did a little bit of research on this. I had heard about this a long time ago in an official PlayStation magazine, an OPM. And it's looked really interesting. I didn't realize it was so central on the dating sim, but that's a big element of NIS America / Gust team up. So you kind of have to expect that with Gust, having learned that later. But I did not know that this was a continuation of the Atelier Iris series, which there were 3 of those games that were released. And this is actually the 5th game in that series. I don't know what the other one is. No, this is definitely the first Khemia, so I'll have to do some research and figure out what the 4th game is in that series, because I am really trying to get a lot of the NIS published games. They're all very unique and very cool, and if you guys have noticed, it's been a big push for me is getting the NIS games, and I've been really working hard on that. So yeah, Khemia, I'm really interested to play this. This is it's a turn-based RPG / dating sim / super alchemy thing. Like, it's really focused on alchemy, and basically you level up through your alchemy skills. And I like an alchemy system if it's done right. I'm not like a fiend for alchemy systems, but I've heard this is a really good game. The guy that I talked to there really hyped it up, so I was interested in it. It's missing one of the tabs on the inside, but it is complete in very nice condition. So I am going to look to get the limited edition for this sometime soon, and either sell this off or trade it. So if anyone's interested in trading for this game, please get in contact with me. I'm not looking for much. I like to get it off my hands and in preparation for getting the limited edition. This is the limited edition version of the game, though. There's nothing different about the disc. It's just the cover art stuff. So let me know, guys, if you're interested in that. The other game that I got there, which I was really happy to get, I was outbid on this on eBay on Friday, and I bid $30 on this, and I was outbid, but they had it there, and I only paid $20 for it, and that's Earthworm Jim 3D. They were really bashing this game and saying it's a terrible game. I haven't heard that it's the best game on the N64 by any means, but it is an Earthworm Jim game, and there is some element of corniness that is just pervasive and through all Earthworm Jim games, and I really enjoy that. So as long as they didn't go overboard with it, I could probably deal with a little bit of bad controls or maybe some poor game design. I mean, it is an early 3D game after all, 1996, so that was pretty early. But yeah, it's complete. It's in great condition. I'll show you guys what came inside. You got the manual here, which is really, really nice and crisp. It's a little bent because it probably was sitting on its side, but that happens. It comes with the precautions booklet, and it also comes with the cartridge, and it's in the baggie. And so that was really, really nice. And that was 20 bucks again, and that's something that I've been trying to get. I mean, this game so infrequently comes up on eBay complete. I've been really looking out for it, trying to get a complete copy because it's definitely a noteworthy game on the N64. Just because it's Earthworm Jim, and who doesn't love Earthworm Jim? So I was really happy to add that to the collection. It's something that is a big thing checked off my list. So really happy with that. Next things I'm going to show you guys are GameStop pickups. I grabbed 2 PSP games and 2 Wii games. The first one I got here is Metal Gear Acid. This was $3.59 after rebate, and I guess this wasn't as good as I expected it to be, but $3.59 is really cheap. This game did not sell that well. I mean, a lot of people, some people bought it. I know a lot of people in the YouTube community did buy this game, but outside of that, there was really not a huge market for this. So I was really excited to see this and pay a very small fee. The girl at GameStop said she loved this game, so I will definitely give this a shot. It's complete in excellent condition. It's been sitting there for a long time, so there's a ton of stickers, but I can get those off no problem. So I was really happy to find that. As you can tell, I'm really bumping up my PSP collection. I also got R-Type Command. It's an Atlus published game. I'm not, the largest R-Type fan in the world, but I do enjoy a good shmup every now and then. And for $2.69, I was not about to pass this up. I have the Grady's collection for my PSP as well, and I was just, I like getting these kind of classic throwbacks, especially these shooters. It is complete. There's a little bit of a stain on the insert, and the case is broken, but I paid like $2.70 for this, so I'm not about to complain. And it holds itself in fine when it's closed, so it just needs a little bit of a cleanup, and it'll be good to go. So there's that one. And then I have 3 Wii games. The first one, I was really happy to see this. They actually had 2 copies of this. I picked up the best condition one they had, and that was Knight's Journey of Dreams. This was $4.49. I've heard that this is a very, very fun game. It's a nice throwback to the original on the Saturn, and I've been looking for it, so I was really happy to see this, and for so cheap, I couldn't say no. Complete. The manual isn't super big, but nowadays that's pretty standard. Definitely gonna give anything Sega has done recently. I give them at least a look. And even if this game sucks, $4.49 for Throwback to Nights into Dreams. I'm not gonna complain about that. I'm really, really happy to find that. That's actually not an easy game for me to find. I don't see that in my area at all. Last game I picked up at that GameStop is one I've been looking for forever. Really, really happy to have this, and it's not in perfect condition, but I will live. I guarantee you I'll find another copy of this someday, and I'll trade up my copy. And that's the first Super Mario Galaxy. So happy to finally get this. I'm so excited to play this. I've heard nothing but great things. I was waiting for this to drop in price, and it finally got down to a price where I was happy enough to pay, and I paid $16.19 for this. So right around 15 bucks. I mean, that's really good. So Super Mario Galaxy, really happy to get this. I'm gonna play that very soon, I'm sure. Okay, the last game that I picked up from GameStop, this was a separate GameStop. Basically, after I saw nothing at the thrift stores, I went to the GameStop by my house, just kind of as a last effort, hoping I could find something. And I actually did, and that's Muramasa the Demon Blade. This is a beautiful platforming game. All hand-drawn visuals, incredible animation. I've heard this is a very, very, very fun game. I really, really need to play this with either the Classic Controller Pro or use my Wavebird or something, because I've heard that it's just a much better experience without trying to use the Wiimote and nunchuck and stuff. Really happy to get this. It's It's complete. It's in great shape. And Super Mario Galaxy was also complete. I think I also am able to get the rewards points from that as well. I don't think they were used. So I was really happy to get all that stuff. Some nice additions to the Wii and PSP collection. Speaking of PSP collection, this package is from Amazon. I believe this is 3 PSP games, around that number at least. And these are games I kind of had my eye on for a while, and you know, they're pretty cheap right now, so I decided I'd pick them up. So let's go ahead and take a peek. Okay. All right, this game. Okay, this game is crazy. This game was originally on the DS, and ooh, cool. This game was originally on the DS, and they ported it to the PSP. And you know, I do like the DS, and I love the DS, but I'm more of a fan of the PSP right now. It's probably gonna be a better gameplay experience on the DS, but I wanted to get this on the PSP, and that's Knights of the Nightmare. This is a very interesting strategy RPG. Basically, it is grid-based, but you know, the mechanics that you use in this game are very strange. You have this like little wisp that you know, when you're doing attacks and you're defending, you have this wisp that's like flying around the screen, and you control it with the analog stick or the stylus on the DS. And basically, it turns into kind of a bullet hell shooter. And so you're avoiding all these enemy fire, and based on how well you do, your attacks are more effective, or your defense is more effective, or whatever. And so it adds a really interesting element of strategy and skill to an already difficult genre of the strategy RPG. And as you guys can see, this says free Yggdra Union game with purchase. It's a download voucher. I probably won't download it, but maybe I can sell the voucher, because I would prefer to have Yggdra Union in the physical form. So that's actually pretty cool, and this is brand new, sealed, and I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this. Actually, I could probably tell you. This was $14, so brand new PSP game, RPG for $14. Very happy with that. Well, speaking of Yggdra Union, here it is. Yggdra Union Will Never Fight Alone. This is another interesting game. Both of these are Atlus Sting you know, pairings, so you know, right there, you know that this is going to be a very unique and interesting game. Sting does some great stuff, and Atlus, I mean, they're hit or miss, but on the PSP, it's hard to go wrong with a bit of Atlus. It's hard to really explain this. It's a strategy game, but I don't even really understand the mechanics. I've tried to understand it, like looking online, but people say it's so difficult to explain. You really just have to play it for yourself. And you know, the graphics look great, the gameplay looks really cool. I've heard it's punishingly difficult, but it's something I'm really interested in trying out. It is complete, in very nice shape, and it says breaking the mold of strategy RPGs, and I would definitely agree with that. This is very unique looking. I'm very excited to give this a shot. So there's that, and that one was $16, so not a bad price for that either. And the last game, this is something I'm very excited to start playing. It's another strategy RPG. You guys are kind of noticing I'm on a strategy RPG kick. You know, getting all kinds of cool stuff. And this game was $17, so a little bit more expensive, but this is also brand new. And that's Phantom Brave, the Hermuda Triangle. This is a remake of the game that was on the PS2, and I believe it had a Wii port as well. It's a strategy RPG, but instead of it being grid-based, it's radius-based. So instead of you saying, oh, I can move this many squares, you can move anywhere within a radius of your character. Now this is what is this, in Nippon-ichi? Yeah, duh, NIS America. But this is developed by Nippon-ichi in Japan. It's not like a Gust port, so very interesting. I've been really interested in trying out this series, much like the Disgaea series, and I got this for a pretty good price, brand new, so I was very happy with that. So 3 awesome strategy RPGs to go ahead and start playing, and I'm really going to focus on, you know, getting the PSP and the Wii, the interesting games, interesting titles while I still can, because I feel like right now the market's probably at the lowest it's going to be, and once they start disappearing, prices are going to start jumping up again, and they're already disappearing. So I'm trying to take advantage of that as much as I can, and it's hard to say no to, you know, really awesome RPGs for $15 a piece, brand new. So yeah, I was really happy with that. Now the last package. Sorry this video is taking so long, guys. I'm just really excited about these games I've been finding. This is a package from a member of the Reddit game collecting community, and I was in the IRC chat, and he said, hey, I got this huge lot of Genesis games, you guys want to take a look? And he's like, yeah, I'm not really a huge Genesis fan, so these are all for sale, pretty much. And so he gave me like a really, he gave me pretty much first dibs, not exactly first dibs, but pretty close. And so I got quite a few games from him, and I can already tell that there's several games in here that are included that I did not actually pay for. I'm trying to see if there's a note in here or anything. No, there's just paper in there. But these are all Genesis games, and there's a couple in here that I'm really excited. I'm gonna go ahead and sort out the games that I know that I purchased from him, and then I'll show you guys the games that he tossed in for free first. There's a couple sports games, but they are games I don't have. The first one is R.B.I. Baseball 3 by Tengen. I believe I have R.B.I. Baseball 1. I don't have it up here with me. This is cart and box only. This cartridge is a lot heavier. I thought this was complete, so there's that one. Barkley Shut Up and Jam 2. I have the first one. Blockbuster rental. This one is complete. This is an Accolade game, I think. Yeah, Sports Accolade, so that's interesting. Always nice to get kind of something that's made by Accolade, because it's hard to find them sometimes. And the last game that he tossed in for free was College Slam. It says no instructions on the front. Yeah, no instructions. Label's peeling up, but I can glue that back down. By the way, the member's name is Boo Dead, so if you are watching, thank you very much for throwing those in. You absolutely did not have to do that, but I really do appreciate that. Now off to the games that I did buy. Some real gems in here, some things I'm really happy about. He gave me a great deal on these, and you know, I've been talking to him pretty regularly, so he's a really cool guy. And you know, if you ever have a chance to do any deals with him on the Reddit game community or game collecting community, I definitely would recommend it. The first game here is a copy of Aero the Acro-Bat, and I already have this, and it says no instructions, but there is some kind of code in here. I was really hoping this would come with the instructions. Oh, and the label is pretty ripped. But you know, my copy's missing instructions, but you know, that's okay. He threw this in for pretty cheap, so if anyone's interested in trading for this, hit me up. You know, it is a very fun platforming game, so definitely very cool. The next game here is Quackshot, starring Donald Duck. This is something that I've been really trying to find, but you know, I have a real hard time getting a hold of it. It's got a huge sticker on the front of here, so I'm not sure how I can get that off, but you know, for the deal that he gave me, this is something I can keep in my collection until I find a better copy. So I'm very interested in playing this. I've heard it's a very good game. Next is a game that I've heard a lot about. Definitely an awesome game. Ported to a couple things. And that is Strider. So this one is complete. This is in great shape, actually. There's a little bit of a sticker on the back, but I think I can get that peeled off. Really happy to get this. This is an awesome game from all accounts, an action platforming game. Definitely interested in starting to give that a try when I finish with all the other stuff on the Genesis I'm playing. Next game here is Double Dragon 5: The Shadow Falls. Another game I was really excited to get a hold of. You know, this is actually a fighting game, the Double Dragon fighting game, but it's not something that I generally see. There's no manual in here, but there's like a cheat thing in there, and there's some label damage, but this game doesn't come across, I don't come across this very often, so really cool to get this. Excited to try to play it, although I'm terrible at fighting games, but you know, I'll try. And okay guys, and the last game that I got from him, most excited about this game. There are some stickers on the case and some stickers on the manual and cart, but I think I can get these off for the most part. They're not terrible. And this was the game I was most concerned about condition. This is a very rare game, especially complete, and I was very happy to get this as part of the lot, and that's Aero the Acro-Bat 2. Kind of rare in PAL regions too, but exceedingly rare here in North America. The last time I looked on eBay, there were 3 or 4 copies of this, and they were all cart only. It's very rare to see this complete. There are a couple stickers, but there's nothing huge. And I believe this kind of sticker you can get off with some direct hair dryer heat, and everything else is definitely, I can definitely deal with it getting it off. So very happy with this. Super happy with that deal. So again, thank you very much, Bouded. I really appreciate that. Yeah, this is a very good pickup for me. I'm really happy with all this stuff. Sorry the video took so long, guys. My camera stopped twice, which means this is over 20 minutes. Probably give or take with the cuts and stuff. But yeah, thank you for anyone who stuck around. Really happy with all these pickups. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'll be taking a small break from pickups, not like a break, but I don't have anything else coming for now. And you know, with school starting up, I need to put some money away for books and various other expenses. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit just to make sure I can afford everything going into school. But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I have a couple of videos planned, mostly video responses to R.B.I 2011. So keep an eye out for those in between pickup videos, and I will see you guys in a few days with a new video.